Who told you what?
What?
The first time you saw me
Two.
after like the summer
Dad.
at grandma's house, I came outside to see you and mom said she was like, "Oh my God, is that Corey?"
Corey, wave to the camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I never said that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Fitness in America, a needed change. Did you know that over one-third of U.S. adults, around 36%, are obese? And that in 2008, medical costs associated with obesity were estimated at $147 billion? The costs for people who are obese were nearly $1,500 higher than those at a normal weight. We live in a country that allows us to make our own choices. Who we want for president, our right to freedom, our right to speech, and the right to choose what we want for our future. This is an amazing opportunity that most people around the world do not have. But with these rights and choices comes a great deal of responsibility. We have the responsibility to take care of our bodies and our minds. A lot of us take being fit for granted. We eat and drink what we want and sleep late, sleep in, do all the things that require us not to be fit. But there are those of us who lack this ability to maintain a certain weight without putting in serious effort in the process. There are those who have tried and tried to lose weight or to get in shape, but have resulted without success in a disheartened self-image. To be able to explore this, I will share with you some statistics on overweight epidemic constantly growing in America, then go on to discuss my own personal experiences with being overweight and how I decided to change it, and finally talk about my brother's experiences and how I helped him overcome it. I feel it is important for you to understand a short background of the growing rates of obesity in America by showing you the simple statistics collected over the years while also providing some of my own personal experiences. Obesity in the United States has been increasingly noted as a major health issue in recent decades. While some other well-developed countries have seen similar increases, obesity rates here in America, our home, are among the highest in the world. Obesity-related conditions can include heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and some types of cancer, which are all some of the leading causes of preventable death. In 2010, the Center for Disease Control reported the highest numbers of obesity, counting 36% of American adults and 17% of American children as obese. According to the Journal of American Medical Association, in 2008, the obesity rate among adults was estimated at 33% for men and 36% for women, and this was again confirmed in 2010. After looking at these statistics, we must look around at one another and ask what in the world is going on. Some of us might ask ourselves why these people don't just hit the gym or go out and exercise or simply just start eating better. Well, the answer is it is not that simple for most of us. A new report released this last Tuesday by the Trust for America's Health and Robert Wood Johnson Foundation projects said that half of the U.S. adults will be obese by 2030 if Americans do not start to change their ways. But along with all these negative statistics concerning the obesity rate, we must fight them with all the benefits of living a healthier lifestyle by doing as stated above, changing our ways. The benefits of a healthy lifestyle far outweigh those of living a non-healthy lifestyle. Now, this doesn't mean going and killing yourself at the gym, running until you puke, or just simply not eating because you want to get thin, because these are all unhealthy paths. Fitness starts with diet. This is the most important part for many of us to maintain. The tip here is, as most of you I'm sure have heard, is spacing out your meals. It is said that up to 6 small meals a day is the healthiest way to go. This gives your metabolism time to continuously run and burn the calories that you have consumed. Eating one big meal or 2 big meals a day actually slows down your metabolism and begins to create more fat because too much is being processed at once. Your body can only metabolize so much after your body consumes what is needed, and then everything else remains in your body as fat cells. In modern media, there are several different ways to counteract obesity. In children, for example, there is the 60 minutes a day of exercise rule, as you see on most of the NFL commercials, as well as some other commercials out there. You see a lot of Jenny Craig, Jared Subway diets, and Weight Watchers as sponsored by Hall of Famers such as Dan Marino and Dan Ugla for men, and then Jenny Craig for women. 60 minutes a day of exercise is not that much. It can range from simply taking a walk with your spouse or your friend, or walking your dog, getting out and playing basketball or catch, or other simple physical activities with your children or your friends. But it is not enough to know the statistics behind obesity and the benefits of living healthier. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my own personal experiences with this problem, hoping that it will influence all of you to live a little healthier lifestyle. I grew up in a small town where everybody knows everybody. This can be a great thing, or on the reverse, not so great of a thing. In elementary or middle school, I was known as one of the fat kids. I was criticized for my weight and had a limited number of friends because of it. It wasn't that everyone was in shape and thin that they were making fun of me. It was the few kids that were athletic and in shape that decided to point out those of us that weren't, and then those who followed because they thought it was cool to laugh at others. Well, now I'm laughing at them. There are many times that I came home devastated, thinking that no one liked me or wanted to hang out with me merely because of my weight. But after a while, I stopped letting them win, and I decided that I wasn't going to ever feel like this again. This motivation came from the friends that I did have growing up, as well as my parents telling me that I had the power to change. They did everything they could to motivate or push me in the right direction, but in the end, it is us that have to make the choice and do it. It was up to me to make myself better. I started off slow, just simply going for a walk or jumping on my trampoline outside every day, playing basketball with my friends or on occasion myself, just running around shooting hoops. I stopped drinking pop and eating sweets all the time, and tried my hardest to start eating fruits because I hated vegetables. After a few short days, I could feel a change in my body. I started feeling happier each morning, and this attitude began to reflect on those around me. The last point I wanted to make is the importance of having support behind you when you are facing the battle of overcoming obesity. Living a healthy lifestyle can not only benefit you, but can also help those around you. A huge part of my life, and one of the greatest things I always remember, was when my little brother was going through the same type of things I went through. This motivated me as a person and an older brother to help him, because I knew he could do it, but the problem while trying to help anyone with this kind of issue is getting them to believe it. It was not an easy process. He would want to run with me some days and want to quit on me others, but as I could only do so much, I noticed that he started to believe in himself and believe that he could be better. Pretty soon he didn't need Big Brother anymore as he started playing sports, football, and realizing all the great things that come with living a healthier lifestyle. He became a happier person, and his self-image had greatly changed. His peers looked at him differently, and those who used to make fun of him were now begging for him to be their friend. Funny how things change. I will never forget the feeling I had when I saw the change in my brother. It was the most incredible feeling I've ever had. You can have that feeling too. Just believe me. Believe me when I say that you can prove everyone wrong and nothing can stop you. So go out and do it. It's your life and it's your choice. In conclusion, I just want to remind everyone how important living healthy is. Not only just for yourselves, but as a role model to others, your friends, your kids, your family, or even complete strangers. If we all work together, I know that we can overcome this problem and move on to healthier, happier lives. Thanks. Everybody wave. Hello, hello.